Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Megan Mitchell. It is April 9th, Thursday, and it is a gorgeous day. You can see the sun is shining here in the United States. I live in the Midwest, and I am here today to talk to you about concept. We always say the best things in life are free. We also hear people say that nothing in life is free. So which is it? Is it free and that's a good thing, or is it free and that's a bad thing? Well, I've been thinking about this in terms of Victory with Ash, and Ash has told us that it's a bridge. Victory with Ash is a bridge. And my family took a lot of vacations growing up. We used to take several vacations to Florida. If you live in the United States, you might be very familiar with Florida. Maybe if you are somewhere else in the world, you are not. But Florida is known for its beaches. We often took trips to Sanibel Island. And Sanibel Island is a gorgeous little area that you cannot access without crossing a bridge. And, you know, anything in life, many times, whether it's a service or a product, people ask, what's the cost? And why do they care so much about the cost? Well, I'll read you a quote. The reason it seems that price is all your customers care about is that you haven't given them anything else to care about. And that is Seth Godin. So money is always in the back of our minds, anything we do. And just like when we go on a trip, we always think about the cost of the trip. So Sanibel Island is only accessible through a bridge, but you have to pay a toll every time you cross the bridge. And that can be a little bit frustrating because a lot of the things that you might need to use, many of those things, just essentials, are not really that accessible on the island. The island is beautiful because it's somewhat uncommercialized. There's not a lot of chain restaurants or anything like that, but you have to cross back and forth in order to go to just most basic convenience stores, grocery stores, things like that. And every time you cross back and forth, you have to pay. Can be a little bit frustrating. But sometimes that's the cost of going into something that is, I would say, more esteemed or more special. Sometimes you have to pay a price to go into something special. But with Victory with Ash, the cost is not a toll. It's not a typical, payment. You don't have to get your wallet out for Victory with Ash. So what's the reasoning behind not charging a traditional toll in order to cross that bridge? I want to talk to you a little bit about the psychology of free items and the psychology of things that are free. I find this very interesting. I love to look into the kind of what makes something, what makes us tick, and what makes certain concepts either positive, negative, however you want to take it. So I'll start off with the negative. And I did a little bit of research on the psychology of getting things for free. We take free things for granted due to hedonic adaptation, where constant availability makes luxuries feel like necessities, and a psychological tendency to equate high value with high monetary cost. Free items often feel expected, causing us to focus on what we lack rather than what we have. Why is this? Well, there's 5 specific things that I want to mention as far as a negative to why maybe you don't want something to be free. Lack of skin in the game. Items acquired without money, time, or effort are often undervalued, leading to lower appreciation. You know, we can all, maybe you can attest to this. If you've ever tried to sell something in maybe a yard sale or on Facebook Marketplace, sometimes the lower the price, the harder it is to sell. That doesn't seem like it would make a lot of sense, but it's a psychological sort of issue. People, one of the sayings is that you get what you pay for. Sometimes that's true, sometimes it's not. The second one, the hedonic treadmill. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Forgive me if I'm not. People get used to having things like safety or health, making them invisible until they are gone. Basically, you take things for granted. I feel like we saw some of this in the previous business with Ash. Some of the On Passive family took Ash's generosity and all of the things that he gave us, all of, for example, the O-Connect, the extension of O-Connect when, we only paid 1 month. I feel like some people took that for granted. If you're too generous, sometimes people take advantage of you. Number 3, the reduced risk / expectation. Free items diminish the fear of wasting money, which ironically makes us less careful with them. This kind of reminds me of trying to teach a child the importance of earning things. If they have everything, if you give them everything, you've seen a child who has every toy, who has every, luxury, and they don't take care of it. They basically just use it carelessly or maybe tear it up because they didn't have any, responsibility to achieve it or to receive it. Assumed permanence. We often assume stable things like relationships or services will always be there, resulting in regret only after they are lost. And then lastly, hidden costs. Sometimes free items come with hidden costs, such as waiting in line, providing personal information, or minimal purchase requirements, which can reduce their appeal. So that's a little bit about what the negatives might be as far as giving something away for free or achieving or gathering something for free. But I want to shift into what is the psychology of getting things for free in a positive manner, especially in business, and why it's strategic to give away something for free. Victory with Ash is something that is going to benefit our lives. If you are truly committed to bettering your life, you have to continue to grow and you have to continue to learn. And that's what Victory with Ash is all about. If you don't know, then you can look up the website and you can find out a little bit more, a little sneak peek on what it's going to be. It's an educational platform that is going to train us for business, for, I would say for life, various things. But why would Ash choose to give away something so valuable for free? At the core of the effectiveness of freebies lies in the principle of reciprocity, a powerful social norm. When individuals receive something for free, they often feel intrinsic obligation to give something back, even if that something is as simple as goodwill, positive feedback, or a purchase. Giving something of value for free is an act of trust, is a powerful strategy often referred to as value-first marketing, reciprocity-based building, or generosity marketing. It involves providing valuable resources, time, or products upfront without a transactional demand, designed to foster trust, build relationships, and establish long-term loyalty. So here's a breakdown of how this concept works as an act of trust. The core philosophy: trust over transaction. Instead of asking for a purchase immediately, you lead to with generosity to goodwill. I believe that Ash chose this system or this strategy as an act of good faith. I believe that he wants to build this whole company, this whole organization. I don't even want to call it a company. This whole movement by leading with goodwill and giving those who involved what they need in order to be successful in the future. Build building emotional equity. Giving before receiving helps build a relationship where customers feel valued rather than pursued. Demonstrating competence. Providing high quality free content like webinars, ebooks. It proves your expertise. We all need training in order to be better at things. And nowadays you can't even, you can't get anything almost for free. Anytime you go to watch a webinar, it seems like there's almost always a catch at the end, whether it is something as simple as pay $3.99 to have this digital copy delivered into your email. It's like going through the drive-thru now. You can't even go through the drive-thru without being asked to tip. But there's a very good and very valuable reason to give something very valuable for free before ever asking for anything. Examples of giving as a trust. This is in business. Lead magnets. Offering a valuable ebook or checklist in exchange for email address. The value outweighs the cost of, giving something as simple as your email. That's not a very high cost. I don't have an issue giving my email. Some people do. Free consultation or sessions, providing a free coaching or strategy session to demonstrate expertise and building personal connection. Number 3, best stuff free. Giving away high valuable content that could have been charged for creates immense goodwill. Again, I think Ash is demonstrating goodwill. He's demonstrating that he's willing to eat the upfront costs of putting together something like this and give it to us for free as an act of goodwill. Free trials. Offering access to software or a product builds a sense of ownership. It's called the endowment effect. Some of the considerations when you do something like this, or when a company is giving away something for free. Quality is key. The free offering must be high quality. If it's poorly done, it undermines brand reputation. Why do you think Ash is taking so long to make sure everything is all of the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted? He's making sure that what he puts out is high quality. Number 2, avoid overgiving. There's a fine line between building trust and devaluing services. Free offers should feel like a preview or a sample rather than a complete replacement for a paid service. Doesn't mean that everything's always going to be free in this organization. It just means that here's an act of good faith. Here's an example of what this organization has to offer. Targeted generosity. Freebies should be relevant to your audience needs and aligned with your broader brand values. In essence, this approach treats freebies not as a lost sale, but a long-term investment in relationships. I believe that this is exactly what we are doing. I believe that what he's bringing is going to be of great value. It's perfect for us. It's exactly what we need. He sees what we need before we go into whatever the actual business is. He's going to give us the tools. He's going to do that as an act of good faith. A few quotes. One customer well taken care of could be more valuable than $10,000 worth of advertising. By giving us this free training, he is setting us up for the future, and he's setting up that this is our brand. This is who we are. We are people who give first before anything's asked of you. Quality isn't expensive, it's priceless. So what is the toll to enter the bridge? I like to think of Victory with Ash somewhat as a gated community. There has to be some sort of quality check. If you just give everything away for free and you just put it out willy-nilly, as some might say, you're going to get less quality members, less quality organization for the future. And the toll is integrity. The only thing that's asked of you to join Victory with Ash is that you are someone of value, someone who can be trusted, someone who can move with integrity and isn't going to damage the company's reputation. I can't talk today. Damage the reputation of the overall organization. If you're one of those people, all you have to do is find someone who is involved, like myself, like many other people. Reach out, ask for information, and get a link. That's how you join Victory with Ash. I would be wary of joining someone who is posting links out publicly, because this is against the company's rules. I hope this has been of value, and I hope you can see how giving something away for free can be immensely valuable for the long-term goals. Have a great Thursday.